Hey guys, this is the final devlog for the action roguelike game I'm making in Unreal Engine 5. The game is basically feature complete. The only major work that I need to do is really just optimization at this point. When I started this project, my goal wasn't to build a selling commercial game. I just wanted to create a polished gameplay programming portfolio in Unreal Engine that shows my ability to create gameplay systems from scratch. Um, I kind of want to, from the last devlog, I changed a lot of stuff and I added a lot. I added like a title screen, I added a character select menu, a UI overhaul, I added a game over screen, I added background music, I added sound effects, I added some more inventory icons. For the combat, I've added new abilities, I've added improved combat feel, I've added damage indicators, I added visual effects, I added way better animations in my opinion, I added footsteps, and more audio polishing. I made a lot more items, I added rarity sounds from the chests, I made the chest better, and I added sounds to item pickups. There's now 2 enemies, as you see, and they have models now, and there's going to be a range enemy and a melee enemy, and then a boss enemy as well. The AI has gotten great improvements from last time. I added more to the mutation system, so there's 8 mutations total, and I've overhauled the spawning system to make it so they don't spawn or clip into walls and fall out of bounds. For the boss, he has 3 abilities: the leap attack, the summoning, and then the regular melee attack. I also did a lot of bug fixing and some optimization, but that's the last part I'm working on. I could continue adding stuff indefinitely, which I thought about, but I think this project is achieved what I originally set it out to build. Rather than spending more time, another year, just keep expanding it, I'm gonna move on to learning new systems and just becoming a better gameplay programmer. That said though, if enough people really enjoy this game and it gets enough traction, I definitely will come back to it, because right now I feel like I'm just at the beginning stage of my developing career, and once I get better I do want to come back to my old projects and make them so much better. Now, I do want to talk about my next project, which is what I'm really excited for, because this game is coded all in blueprints. I want to change that. If I want to have a career in game development, I need to learn C++. That being said, I have some coding knowledge, but not C++, so I'm starting from the ground up with C++. But with this new game, it's going to be a multiplayer game. It's going to be a team multiplayer game, so 1v1 or 2v2, 3v3, however it may be. And in Unreal Engine, there's a system that you can use called the GAS system, the Gameplay Ability System, and it's kind of standard for professional gameplay programmers to use. So I'll be using that in the game. The concept of the game would be a, like I said, a team-based, just a royale, not like a battle royale, but just a 1v1 straight there in like an arena. And there will be multiple characters with multiple abilities, being range or melee, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just a party game basically. It's super short, super simple. I think it'll be perfect for my next project to show that I can code in C++ with using the GAS system and figuring out the multiplayer system too. So that's the next game. That one's going to take me a while to learn, but it's extremely exciting, and this one I will hopefully try to make it commercially available. Something that I hate about Abyss, the game that I did make, the game that you're seeing right now, is a lot of these assets are free to use assets and or AI assets. I hate using AI, I do not like it, but I'm not a modeler, I'm not an artist, and I'm definitely not a sound artist. So all of these are just placeholders. So that said, if I do come back to this game, I will change all the models, because I do not want any AI in my final product. It's literally just to show for fast implementation. And on my new game, the arena game, I will have no AI in it whatsoever. So that's kind of what it is so far. If you're interested, please leave a comment. I'll respond to them. If you have an idea that's super interesting to add to Abyss, I'll take a look at it and see if it's worth implementing. But I will be posting this game on my itch. I have 2 other games, but those were way back when, like a couple years ago, so they're not up to par. But if you want to play them, go ahead. They're all free to download. There's no cost. So yeah, thanks to everyone who's followed the development of the game. It's taught me an incredible amount about Unreal Engine and gameplay programming. After optimization, it'll be released. And then after like maybe a couple weeks of taking a break, I will start the building of the next project. I really do believe this project has accomplished what I set out to be. So thank you all again, and I'll just leave the gameplay to go until it's done so you guys can see it all. Alright, thank you so much, bye bye.